Welcome everybody to the Palace at Pleasant Valley. It's District 11 boys for a quarterfinal action, Northampton and Easton. Hi everyone, along with Bob Milkby, I'm Bob Capasso, and this always is supposed to be the most competitive game. It's the 4-5 game between Easton, the 5 seed, and the 4 seed Northampton.
And there's no question, Bob, I think it is going to be a very competitive game. Remember, Northampton coming out of the Mountain Valley Conference, now Old East Penn League school, playing an Old East Penn League rival, that is the Easton Red Rovers.
For Northampton, well, it starts with Tony Beers inside, the team's leading scorer, leading rebounder, and it's going to have to be a big day for him to come up with a win for Northampton.
There's no question. The Easton Red Rovers, tough inside, have some size inside, especially a guy named 6'5" Jesse Johnson. He's been playing very well lately. Was a little cool earlier in the year, but playing at the peak of his game.
For Northampton, well, the Concrete kids have played very well all year, coming up short one game on either side of the Mountain Valley Conference.
But really a sleeper as far as this District 11 playoff is concerned, Bob, I feel. I think they've been playing very good of late, lost some close ones, and have a very deceiving overall record. Very good team defensively, and they're going to have to play good defense tonight against this Red Rover club.
Any of you fans who were watching District 11 last year may remember the name Taynell Cooley. Coming down to the end of regulation against top-seeded Stroudsburg last year, he throws up a three-point shot to send it to overtime to win it. Well, he's their leading scorer now and a big part of this Red Rover team.
Yeah, and Cooley's 6'3", and you think he's typically a paint area player for that size. You got to watch tonight. Why? Because he can float in the paint and he'll get you on the perimeter. This kid is a very athletic type player.
Well, both teams really want to run the basketball, and that brings us to, Bob, our play of the night, and it comes for Northampton to run the basketball and maybe a set play out of a free throw.
Yeah, what they're going to try to do, Bob, off of this, we're going to see what their quick break off a made foul shot, and this is how they're going to line up. That is the Northampton Concrete kids. And we have Monica Miranda helping us tonight. Monica, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We have Tony Beers lining up on the inside, as he should, at 6'5". We have Laura on the opposite side. Brian Max will take a position along the one side of the free throw line, and Mike Schneider, coach's son, opposite of him. Danny Marakovitz will cover the foul shooter. Now, his first responsibility after the made shot is to cover the foul shooter. After the shot is made, Tony Beers at 6'5" runs directly to the basketball. A quick release to Max, who takes position here. There's a quick pass to Max. He's looking for Marakovitz. After his responsibility is through here, breaks to about the half-court area. Quick pass, and of course, Schneider breaking long. So they want to go bang, 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 get it up the court quickly. If they can't, they have Eric Laura breaking over. He's their outlet. But they're looking for this, the quick outlet after the made foul shot. Kind of surprise the Red Rovers if they can.
Tonight, it is the 4-5 game. It is Easton and Northampton District 11 action. The starting lineups and the opening tap are coming up. Tonight's game is being brought to you here on TV 13 by Bechtel's Pharmacy, the Citizens National Bank of Slatington, and by Slatington Title Tag and Messenger Service.
More than a day of smiles and tears,
of hope and joy, the friends are so dear.
something is starting
From dreams that you share.
Hi, I'm Connie Bynack. Watch Getting Married in the Poconos. We'll help you plan your wedding. Getting Married in the Poconos is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Watch every Monday night at 6 and Thursdays at 8 on Blue Ridge Cable TV 13.
Welcome back to Pleasant Valley. Tonight, the 4-5 game of the District 11 Boys Quad A playoffs. The 5 Easton Red Rovers in red. Starting lineup, Marcus Brown, a 6'3" senior, number 20. Kyle Vincent will be the point guard. He is the team's leading assist man. Number 3, he is a 5'10" junior. Taynell Cooley is number 4. He is a 6'3" junior, the team's leading scorer. Jermaine Moore is number 5. He is a 5'10 junior. And Jesse Johnson, the man in the middle, a 6'5 junior, number 40. The head coach, Dave Lutz, in his 5th year as the head man of the Red Rovers, 59-63 to date. And the Red Rovers, 15-9 on the season. For Northampton, 22 is Eric Laura on the inside, a 6'3 senior. Number 23 is Brian Max, the 6'2 senior. Here's Mike Schneider, number 33, a 6'3 senior. He missed 7 games with a knee injury. Tony Beers, a 6'5 senior, is in the middle, number 42, the team's leading scorer and rebounder. And Danny Morakovitz, the 6-foot sophomore, number 10. He will dish them out tonight. Mike Schneider in his first year as head coach of the Concrete Kids. The kids are 17-7.
You know, if you're Mike Schneider in this ball game, Bob, what you're going to look for, looking at the stats of the Easton Red Rovers, very obvious stat here from the three-point line, only shooting 28% for the year. So game plan probably will be protect the penetration. These kids are athletic, they're quick. That is the Red Rovers out front. So you want to kind of force them to shoot from the perimeter, knowing that stat.
Once again, a year ago, Easton beat Mountain Valley Conference champ Stroudsburg in overtime in the first round of districts. And they ended up falling to eventual champ Whitehall. Northampton missed districts a year ago with a 10-14 record. We are underway, and it's controlled by Easton. It'll be Kyle Vincent, 3.5 assists a game to set everything up tonight for the Red Rovers.
Matchup situation defensively for the Concrete Kids to open the game. Guards out front are going to have a tough time with the quick Red Rover guards.
Morakovitz comes up with the first steal of the game. That's Laura. On the screen, Max. Laura underneath. They found him on the give and go. He can't convert. And a rebound is pulled away by Vincent, who comes down on the run. Cooley into the lane. Drops it off inside for Jesse Johnson. Coach Lutz says he has made the biggest improvement of anybody on this team.
6'5", kind of wide body inside there in the low paint, takes up a lot of room. But what created that goal was the penetration by the Red Rover guards.
Max for 3. Here's Cooley, and Cooley will come on the run.
This is what they want to do. They want to get you in that transition game, score a lot of points off offensive transition.
Vincent crosses it for Jermaine Moore. Moore, the runner, and it's pulled away by Max.
Watch the aggressive play defensively by the Red Rovers. What the kids look for is right there, backdoor. When they overplay, deny, they want to make the quick steal. That is the Red Rovers. So backdoor, good play to work against this type of defense.
Schneider with the first basket for Northampton. Works to perfection. Did Petey Carroll set that one up?
That's right.
Marcus Brown from downtown doesn't get it. Max with the rebound. Nice box out by Tony Beers. Morakovitz for Beers.
They're not giving Danny Morakovitz that is much room out front. Good three-point shooter. Good perimeter type shooter.
This guy likes to shoot the threes as well. Schneider, and he's got it. He has all 5 points for Northampton.
Now talk about Morakovitz. Also Schneider's out there, so Red Rovers can't afford to fall back too far defensively.
There's Vincent to set up. Moore and Cooley.
Yeah, this matchup can be confusing to offenses. You don't see it very often, and it's difficult defense really to play. Kids do it pretty well.
Eric Laura will pick up the first foul of the game. And something we're not used to seeing, Bob. Easton in a patient half-court game.
Yeah, well, as long as you stop them in their transition, they come up court, they're facing this matchup, and I think they're a little confused offensively at this point. Kind of checking it out and trying to wonder what offensive set to run.
Get through.
Here's Taynell on the drive. He's a slasher, likes to drive, comes up a little bit wide. It's pulled away by Beers.
Defensively also in that matchup, defense gives the kids position for rebounding under that D board.
This one will stay with Northampton. I think they picked the wrong ball. Either there's a label or something on it, or there's a split in the seam. You can see a white mark down one of the seams on the basketball.
That's the barcode they failed to remove from the...
Knocked away by Johnson. Here comes Cooley for Moore. Back to Johnson. He comes up short, but right there is Marcus Brown, the only regular senior on this team, who averages 12 a game.
Now, no block out by the kids that time. Had position, but failed to be aggressive.
Backdoor alley-oop for Beers. First basket for Tony Beers. He averages just over 15 a game.
Talented player. Again, taking advantage of the overplay, the aggressive defense that is Beers at 6'5", moves very well.
Jesse Johnson at the baseline. Coach Lutz says he's been playing his best basketball in the last 10. So have all the Easton Red Rovers. Danny Marakovitz, the sophomore, averaging 10 points a game.
Can that kid shoot? Good technique, good mechanics on that. Give a little room to Marakovitz. Watch out.
We mentioned Easton is 15-9. They're 13-3 in their last 16. So they really came on. In fact, they finished just a game behind Whitehall in the second half of the East Penn. Here's Beers on the nice look by Mike Schneider.
Boy, great push-em-up offense. You see how well Tony Beers at 6'5" runs the floor.
And a quick timeout for Dave Lutz. It'll be a 20-second timeout trying to stop the bleeding at 11-6.
Yeah, and the kid's doing a good job keeping the Red Rovers from penetrating thus far, Bob. But I think, again, the Red Rovers a little confused as far as running their offensive set. Good defense thus far by the Concrete Kid Ball Club.
So far, Bob, it seems like Northampton has run more than Easton. Do we want to, is Mike Schneider going to want to see that much of a running game?
Absolutely. I think he's going to take every chance that he gets to go on that break. If they can get the board cleanly, watch out. They got great outlet type offense. They get it out quickly. They look up court, and the ball won't be put on the floor. They'll make it all in the air.
And so far, they've been able to run while slowing down Easton's running offense.
Look how passive. These guys are quick. These guys are penetrating type offensive players, and look how passive they are offensively.
Cooley backs in, hop step, jumper, has it blocked by Beers, rebounded by Vincent inside, no, and then it's Cooley with the tip-up.
And again, failing to be aggressive under their defensive board. That is the kids. Gee, they have position, got to move some bodies under there.
Just about 6 rebounds a game for Cooley. At the baseline, Laura gets the jumper. Eric Laura also averaging double figures at 10.5.
A well-balanced offensive team, the kids.
Northampton by 5. It's Brown with the jumper. Marcus Brown averaging over 12 a game. In fact, Easton has 4 players averaging in double figures. Cooley, hop step, drive, no, but right there is Jesse Johnson. He has 6 in the first quarter.
Again, getting hurt under the defensive board, that is the kids. Johnson, good position that time with the putback.
Easton has cut it to 1, but a nice look down to the baseline. It's Max down to Laura. Laura has 4.
And the kids with this half-court pressure of the Red Rovers, if they get it over the top of those defensive guards, they look in pretty good shape. So that's where their problem lies at this point.
Coming down to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, and Brown travels. The first substitution of the game is Jeff Harris, a 6'2 junior, number 30, checking in for Jermaine Moore.
I'm surprised so passive offensively, again, the Red Rovers, but why? I guess because they're so athletic. They're very quick on the dribble. They do a lot of individual type work and try to beat you on their own on the dribble. This is why the kids have to, if they beat the guards, have to have help in their back line.
Schneider inside for Beers, and he will shoot the game's first free throws.
Talented player, Tony Beers. Watch the great pass and dish to Tony, and a good strong power move to the bucket.
The foul is on Johnson. That's the first Easton foul of the game. And Beers at the line hits the first. A 70% free throw shooter. Sorry, Mike, didn't mean to jinx any of your players over there.
You do it all the time, Robert.
Ha! 2 for Beers, 6 points in the game, and the Northampton lead is back up to 5. Vincent goes backdoor looking for Brown, threw it over his head though.
Brown was up high enough, ready to throw it down through the iron.
Cooley from downtown, Taynell Cooley.
Here's the pressure.
And the foul will be against Cooley.
Yeah, good to double that time against the kids defensively, blocking the sideline, couldn't let Schneider up the sideline, but good step through when they doubled up. Mike did a good job on stepping through the double.
Check it, Harris will pick up the foul. Jeff Harris does. .120 left here in the first quarter. Laura backs in, finger roll is no good. It's pulled away by Brown. Here come the Red Rovers. One swatted away, knocked away by Mike Schneider, and taken by Greg Schwartz. Schwartz, a 6'3" senior, wearing 41 into the kids' lineup. Kids pull it out a bit here. 45 seconds left, first quarter.
And Marakovic doing most of the ball handling for these kids. Remember, Marakovic's only a sophomore, doing a good job out there.
30 seconds left in the first. Schneider. Beers, backdoor, Schwartz, got it. What ball movement to get it to Schwartz for his first 2.
The magnet attracts. That is Tony Beers at 6'5", leading scorer for the kids. Attracted a lot of white shirts in that high post. Turned around, saw the open player. Good move, good pass.
Lead is back to 4. Under 10 seconds left in the first. Here's Cooley. Brown at the baseline. Got it. Marcus Brown, 6 points in the first quarter, and that will end the first. 1 quarter in the books here in this District 11 quarterfinal. Northampton by 2.
One of our fine sponsors is Slatington Title Tag and Messenger Service, located at 201 Main Street in Slatington. Slatington Title Tag and Messenger Service is a complete notary and messenger service to Harrisburg. They're open daily, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Kids by 2 after 1 quarter, and Bob, the ball movement has been great for Northampton here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been terrific. Look at Tony Beers here. See how the defense kind of collapsed on him, but good move to find the open man that is Schwartz underneath. Tony can pass the ball. He can shoot it, but he gives it up also. Good assist player.
Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Foster Jewelers. Expert stone setting and jewelry repair done on the premises. 1859 Main Street, Northampton. Give them a call at 610-262-4068. Well, Easton out-rebounding Northampton to this point.
Yeah, and just battling basically under their offensive boards. They've been so strong. The kids kind of losing it a few times under there, have good position, but great leaping ability too by these Red Rovers. They can all get up there.
Each team protecting the ball pretty well. 3 turnovers for Easton, just 1 for Northampton. And Mike Schneider comes out of the blocks here in the second quarter. Points 6 and 7.
If you're playing defense, what a dilemma when you're playing the kids. Why Danny Marakovic, such a good perimeter shooter. Schneider now hitting it, and Laura, I should say Max can hit the 3 on you too.
Here is Max, drops it in for Beers. Beers turns baseline.
A good split move inside there, and Tony Beers that time taking advantage of the size differential.
Tony Beers with 8 points here in the first half. Easton out rebounding Northampton 8-3 in the first quarter. Easton has gone to the bench for Henry Shelley, a 6'7" junior wearing number 51. see him right there in the middle of the screen.
If you go like that stat, only one turnover for the Northampton Concrete kids. Why? Because the Red Rovers want to play aggressive defense, want to turn the ball or get the ball on a turnover, turn that defense into offense, and haven't been able to do it thus far.
8 points for Marcus Brown in the first half, and that cuts the lead back to 4. Morakovitz open in the corner. He'll hit the jumper. Each team shooting well as well. Morakovitz with 4.
A good look communication there, Mike Schneider. And you see how aggressive and how they take risks as they cheat a lot defensively, that as Red Rovers, kids can take advantage of that.
Harris with the follow. Jeff Harris with his first 2 of the game.
Wow, Harris 6'2", can really get up.
And the Concrete Kid lead is back down to 4. Schneider, he'll pull up for the 3. Got it! Mike Schneider with his second 3-pointer, his 15th of the season.
And well beyond the 3-point line.
Northampton's biggest lead, 7 points. Here's Cooley. Cooley will go to the baseline. Step in, use glass. Taynell Cooley with 7.
Tough offensively. You see how they work individual type movement. They try to score off the dribble, working individual type basketball.
Laura misses at the baseline. It's pulled away by Brown. Brown thought about the 3. Will pull up in the lane. Gets his own rebound and then is fouled by Mike Schneider. That is the second on Northampton and the first on Mike.
Yeah, what happens if you don't stop them out front? Watch this, and they make some penetration. Watch the great leaping ability just over the top of all the kids playing defense there. But so you got to stop them out front. That's the key defensively tonight for the kids.
Hold your spots, guys. Hold 2 times here. Hold.
Big order, though. These kids, the Red Rover kids out front, very quick, very athletic, show a lot of individual talent.
Brown with 9 points so far. And he gets the bounce. 10 points for Marcus Brown and a pair of free throws.
And there what you saw, Bob, just what we demonstrated or showed on the board before the game, that quick outlet trying to get the quick break, but the Red Rover defense was back well.
Morakovitz off the screen. Rolls off, and Marcus Brown pulls it away.
Yeah, Danny hurried that a little bit. You saw him leaning to the left. Didn't square up. Wasn't really square to the basket, kind of falling off to the left, threw the shot off.
That's a kicked ball, and it will stay with Easton. For the first time tonight, we see Kelvin Myers, a 6'1 junior, number 14. There's Mike Schneider in the middle of your screen, back to coach the boys basketball team at Northampton.
Well, has he done a good job? Terrific job.
Had his team a game away from each half of the Mountain Valley. Jermaine Moore, the step through and the jumper. That's the first bucket for Jermaine, who averages 12 a game.
That was a great individual move. I mean, he gave that ball fake, went up. Morakovitz goes high, trying to knock it away, and Moore was underneath him.
Beers lost the handle. Good reach in by Myers to break that one up, and it goes off of Beers, and Easton will have a chance at the lead here.
This is a type of club, this Eastern Red Rover club, you don't want to give them a lead. Why? They'll start getting more confidence in their offensive game. Now they're kind of just passive, and you don't want to give them any type of lead to give them that confidence. So this was a big defensive stop for the kids.
Harris gets called for the travel. Schwartz back in. Max goes over and sits down on Mike Schneider's bench. Here's Mike Schneider Jr. Schwartz at the high post. Schneider off the screen. Has it roll off, and it's pulled away by Harris. Inside Moore. And a Concrete Kid foul.
But a lot of seams defensively there, and Red Rovers taking advantage of it this time. Moore, watch this. Coming in from the side, and look at that opening in there. And boy, they try to collapse and pick up as far as help defense, but a little late getting there.
And a 20-second timeout called. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Ruth M. Miller Notary Insurance. Good luck to the Concrete Kids from Ruth Miller Notary and Insurance, 1211 Main Street in Northampton. Phone 610-262-2210. Kids by one here in the second, 4:08 left, second quarter. That last foul was on Greg Schwartz, so that is his first and the team's third.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see maybe it's okay, the match defense doing pretty well for him, but I think I'd pack it in a little bit more, not come out and challenge the guards as far out as they are. Why? Because with their quickness, get around you, get into that open area that is the high pain area, and then create help defense. They go over the top, get that short jumper. So I think I'd back it up a little bit, pack it in, make them shoot from the perimeter, and let them prove themselves from out there.
Moore, 1 of 2. 3 points for Jermaine, and we have a tie basketball game at 28. Laura. And Marakovitz. Out top Pierce. He'll put up the 3. He's already hit 20 season. And a foul is called. It'll go against Harris.
Yeah, with
that is Jeff's second.
With that high post situation, too, they had Laura there. Beers makes the back door. Laura gives him one look. Why? Johnson's with him. Maybe Beers has maybe a half step. He doesn't want to force the pass, but if he holds on just a split second longer, what happens when Beers goes through, he'll be open on the opposite side. So Laura should turn.
Beers high off the glass, no good. It's tipped up and then pulled away by Johnson. Moore kicks it out for Brown, and Brown travels. A little too anxious. Brown has, though. Bob had a great 6 points, 4 rebounds in the second quarter alone.
But most of the damage offensively by the Red Rovers is done by their penetration and off the dribble. They make the penetration. There's a collapse that the man who made the penetration, they kick out well, too.
And Mike Schneider's foot was on the half-court line, so it's a backcourt violation. Kind of quiet here. Nice crowd on hand. It's very quiet so far. Jermaine Moore will kick it for Cooley. Bodies go down, rebounded by Laura. Marakovitz will pull it back out. Beers for 3. Got it. Tony Beers, 25 3-pointers this season.
I think this kid's going to be a fine player on the next level. Why? 6'5", can play the paint pretty well, goes to the perimeter, showed you that time he can hit it from out there.
And Northampton goes back up by 3. Moore spins into the lane, hits.
Boy.
Moore on the move. 5 points for Jermaine. That cuts it to 1.
Not a lot of movement again offensively. Boy, they hurt you individually, though. Very talented, gifted athletes.
2:20 left here in the first half. 31-30. Northampton with the lead. The winner goes on. The loser goes home. Nice rifle in from Schneider to Beers. Beers with 13 in the game.
That's how you have to get it in there. That rope pass. The defense watches it go by before they can respond. It gets to Beers. Good pass by Schneider.
Moore, Cooley on the wing. Moore open for 3. And it's pulled away by Laura. Marakovitz. Beers, Laura. Danny outside. Schneider. He'll spot up for the 3, front rim this one. And it is pulled away by Kelvin Myers. Minute and a half left here in the first half. 33-30. Northampton with the lead. Cooley to the basket. And the foul will go against Mike Schneider. That's his second.
Again, you'll see this individual move again by the Red Rovers. Don't use any screens, don't have a lot of movement offensively, but you see how talent can beat you.
It is a non-shooting foul. Kyle Vincent back into the game, replacing Myers. Marcus Brown, baseline. Gets his own rebound, goes back up. No, third chance is the charm for Marcus Brown.
Boy, at 6'3", really good leaper also. But give him credit, aggressive inside, desire to get the basketball.
Cuts it back to 1. Max open underneath. Beers finds him. Brian Max with his first bucket.
That's how you beat the aggressive type defense of the Red Rovers. And when you're open, go right to the basket and communicate.
Vincent. Moore for 3. And it's pulled away by Schwartz.
That was a good job inside by Schwartz defensively on Johnson. Then he had good position for the board.
Half-minute left here in the second quarter. Beers. It's Laura. Beers and now Marakovitz. 15 seconds. Beers tries to step through and a foul is called. It will go against Jesse Johnson. That's his second.
And I think the kids can use that more effectively in the second half. High post area for Tony Beers. Why? Quicker than Jesse Johnson inside there. Quick move around Jesse. Jesse picks up the foul. Look for that more often in the second half.
Only the 4th team foul on Easton. Not first half. Down to 5. Beers looking inside, finds Max. He can't convert, but at the buzzer, it's Schwartz right.
The buzzer, Schwartz, right place, right time, but credit aggressive movement offensively by the kids.
37-32 at the half, and here it is.
Watch it here. The miss by Schneider. Look at this. Schwartz, right place, gets the bound, right back.
Mike Schneider is with.
Oh yeah, it's good. I hope that we could stay with them in the second half because they're so athletic they could just wear us down.
Okay, great. Mike Schneider, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck in the second half. There you go, guys. It's a 5-point game at halftime. Expect a close one in the second half.
Halftime score, Northampton. Two.
Years we've been here for you. Your past, your present, your future too. Mother to daughter, father to son. Citizens National Bank of banking for generations.
It's time now for Dr. Bob Dissects Basketball, a breakdown of the game with Dr. Bob Milkby.
Got the Chuckies, got the Scrubs. Today, Strasburg Area High School with Coach Sean Thornton. Strasburg Mounties, one in particular, Rich Baker. Coach Thornton, nice seeing you today. Thanks for having us. Rich, thanks for helping us out also. But, you know, I understood years ago when I played. That wasn't too many years ago, Sean. Don't you smile like that. But, you know, it was considered hot dogging if you dribble behind your back, dribble between your legs, that kind of thing. But today,
his leg to change direction. Richie's quite a ball handler.
I mean, he hasn't lost the ball yet, Coach. I mean, does he do this quite often?
He can do this for quite a while without losing the ball. Oh.
Rich, how many?
The game, but remember, it's only a game. Enjoy. Till the next time, Dr. Bob.
Dissects basketball.
I have cable.
Gardening, a source of peace, tranquility,
and a heck of a lot of hard work.
So make life easier. Watch HGTV's Gardening by the Yard with Paul James.
Been pretty even. The early lead by Northampton, I think, has been the difference.
But isn't it a great stat here? Look, no assists by the Easton Red Rovers in the second quarter. What we alluded to, great just individual type movement offensively, that alludes to that proof. We were talking that they're great individual talents, but don't use a lot of help as far as their offense is concerned.
Marcus Brown, 11.6 rebounds in the game. 13 points, 3 assists for Beers to lead Northampton. Schneider with the rebound. 7:32 as we start the third quarter. Max off the screen from Beers, goes down hard, and an offensive foul is called on Brian Max.
Always a tough call to make if you're an official. Let's watch it here. Brian Max makes the tough penetration, strong penetration to the bucket. Looks like a good call because Marcus Brown was planted, did not move while he, on the penetration there defensively.
Bob Matson doing a great job on our stats tonight. Thank you, Bob.
Bob to the third power here, right?
Yeah, really.
Bob.
We're just bobbing here. Traveling. Cooley.
I think Cooley did a little bob in there, too.
Yeah. Cross comes Schneider, looking for Laura, and Max Beers. Mrakovitz also in there with the kids. Max for 3, got it. First one for him tonight, just his second field goal. 5 points for Brian Max's 28 three-pointer.
You know, the kids look for the open player offensively. He will be there. See where they try to double all the time. That time on Tony Beers, and he kicks it out.
Biggest lead, 8 points. Brown on the drive, kicks it for Taynell Cooley. Gets the screen, goes to Brown at the baseline. Marcus Brown has the jumper from the corner. 14 points for Marcus.
And not an easy shot, no glass to go to, all iron.
That cuts it back to 6. Kids using that weave, some baseline screens, and then Beers gets the roll. Tony Beers with 15 points.
Good turn inside by Tony. I think wanted to go to the glass, a little short on it, but gets the fine roll just lipping over the iron.
Late Vincent Moore. Moore tosses it up. Cooley's there to catch it and put it in. Tainell with 9.
Again, kid defense fails to respond at that time. Good ball movement by the Red Rovers.
Knocked away by Moore. Jermaine Moore will go end to end and use glass.
That's what the Red Rovers look for defensively. Don't let them get into that transition game.
And then a foul in the backcourt on Jermaine Moore. That is his first and the team's first here in the second half.
Yeah, they'll take their risk. You'll watch this. Here's Marakowitz, and look at there, he'll reach for the basketball. That'll be called. You know, officiating has a lot to do with it too, Bob. This club likes to reach, play aggressive defense. The type of officials you have may let them get away with it. Haven't done it thus far.
Beers gets the roll, 17 for Tony Beers. Vincent on the drive at the other end. Taken away by Max.
Good play by Max. Break wasn't there. Slows it up, getting their offensive set.
Beers for 3.
Boy.
Got it. Tony Beers, his second three-pointer. 20 points in the game for Tony. And the kids go up by 9, and Dave Lutz wants a timeout.
And Cooley says, hey, I don't believe you can hit it again from out there, Tony. No way at 6'5" can you hit another one from the perimeter. Beers does.
It is a 22nd timeout for Easton. And here it is. They'll just spot him up here.
Yeah, look at it. Tony floats outside to the top of that foul circle there, and Cooley doesn't come out. Hands aren't even up. Tony says, I'll take that one. Again, shows a fine perimeter shooter that Beers is. Fine all-round player.
Remember, for all your commercial printing, call Times News Printing. From business cards to full-color brochures. For a sales representative, phone 1-800-443-0377 and ask for extension 163. Thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring you District 11 basketball here on TV 13. 4:40 left, third quarter. Northampton by 9. Jermaine Moore gets whacked in the head after he travels.
Good help defense, though, by the kids. Moore beats Marakowitz out front. Watch this. Here's Moore. There's Marakowitz right around Danny there, but look at the good help defensively by the kids.
Walked before there was a foul, and so the kids have it, and a lead of 9. Schneider for Beers. This time Johnson comes out to play him. Laura on the drive, uses the left hand. Eric Laura with 6 points.
And I think a deliberate offense, as you saw there by the kids, just running their man off screens is going to work. It's going to be very effective.
The kid lead is 11. This will stay with Easton. Jermaine Moore working against Max. Spin, turnaround is no good. Down on the rebound, who had his pass knocked away and stolen by Brian Max.
Again, Red Rovers don't want anything with that perimeter shot at all. Always looking for the penetration.
Marakowitz had that one knocked away. Vincent goes down for it. So does Max. Max comes up with it. Here's Laura across to Schneider. The Easton fans wanted to travel. Marakowitz for 3. He's got it. Marakowitz with a team-leading 46 three-pointers.
Yeah, but great look by Schneider to see Marakowitz open. Cross-court pass, gets it to Danny. Danny hits.
The most... The lead is 14. Johnson inside, fights for it, then gets up in the crowd and hits.
Yeah, 4 kids around Johnson in the low paint, still able to get the shot off.
Kids by 12. Knocked away by Jermaine Moore. Moore will be fouled and gets the bucket. The foul will go on Eric Laura, and Moore will have a chance for a three-point play.
Red Rover type defense, aggressive, trying to play denied. Good anticipation that time by Moore on the pass. This is why you kind of give the defense a little look with the ball, make the fake at make the fake pass, and then you look for the back door.
Figure sometimes you're better off just letting them go. Off the miss, rebounded by Easton, and it will stay with and he does. 15 points for Marcus Brown. He is 3 for 3 from the line.
Taking care of the basketball so well most of this contest, and maybe the Mo is swinging toward the Red Rover side because the Northampton Concrete Kids have already turned it over 4 times this quarter, whereas in that second quarter didn't have 1 turnover.
Nice flip up and basket by Mike Schneider with his back to the basket. Lead is back to 10.
Good help, Schneider that time defensively. Beers almost got beat, but Schneider stops the penetration.
Vincent. Harris from the outside. And it's brought down by Moore. Inside Cooley couldn't hold on, and the foul is called on the Concrete Kids. It will go against Laura. Eric Laura will pick up his 3rd.
Good entry pass there to get it inside. A lot of active hands by the kids in that paint area.
Greg Schwartz will return for the Concrete Kids as Laura leads. Moore on the drive. Think Schwartz got a hand on that, and on the rebound, Vincent is called for the foul. That'll be his first, and just the second on Easton. Not a lot of fouls in this game, Bob.
No, playing aggressive ball, really hitting the boards. Look at Schneider coming down with a strong board that time. 2 hands, very strong, full control of the basketball.
Pressure by Easton. Murakovitz, the ball handler in the backcourt, needs some help and does get it across to Mike Schneider. A minute and a half is left here in the 3rd quarter. Northampton leads it 54-44. Max has it knocked away by Jermaine Moore. It'll stay with Northampton.
Down by 10, Red Rover's going to pick it up as far as intensity defensively. This is where the kids have to watch for that back door. They're going to double a lot, try to triple if the ball gets to the sideline. Someone will be open.
Myers back in for Vincent, and then Brown leaves as Jesse Johnson returns for Easton. Schneider for Beers and Murakovitz. Moore playing Murakovitz very closely. Here's Danny. Kaynell Cooley comes out to play him there. Kids pulling them away above the free throw line. Look out for the back door. Schneider, Murakovitz, down to the baseline for Schwartz for the basket and the foul.
Yeah, good movement there, and what created that was the penetration by Schneider. Watch this. Makes the good pass and a good look inside. Good ball movement again by the kids. And this is what they'll get, you know, that aggressive defense, and they're going to tend to be more aggressive, more intense, being down by 12. It is the Red Rovers.
Jesse Johnson picks up his 3rd personal and then pulls down the rebound.
Kids have gone back well. Red Rovers have not gotten really into their transition.
Down he goes, and a travel is called, and it's like Tainell got whacked in the eye.
Well, there's some action inside. Let's watch it here. Cooley with the drive, trying to take baseline. Here's blocking baseline very well. Good move defensively.
Hit himself in the eye.
Well, a good trick if you can do it, I guess.
35 seconds left in the third.
Oh, yeah.
Snyder down the lane, has it bounce off, and it's swatted out of bounds by Harris with 27 seconds left in the third.
And Coach Mike says, son Mike, boy, you don't get those that often, that open. You've got to finish.
Beers on the inbound. In the lane, no, and Marcus Brown pulls down the rebound. 20 seconds left in the third. Here's Harris. Johnson. Jermaine Moore. Moore on the drive. The scoop got it in the foul.
Again, individual move this time by Moore. Good quick move. All these kids can handle the basketball, can move off the dribble. Watch this. Right around Marakovitz again. Kid defense fails to step in and help. Moore takes it all the way.
It's the second on Beers and the fifth on the Concrete Kids.
Okay, one shot, fellas.
Moore at the line for the three-point play. Got it. 12 points for Jermaine Moore. The lead is down to 9, 5 seconds on the clock. Knocked away by Moore. He'll have to hurry, and he can't get the layup. I think he was rushing a bit, plus the fact that Marakovitz got back, and that is the end of the third.
Yeah, he got up high enough all alone, that is Moore. But you know, in that situation, you're skying that high. Is it glass? Is it rim? Is it glass? Is it rim? He decided rim. Didn't work.
That's the end of the third. The score, Northampton 56, Easton 47. Bechtel's Pharmacy has been a family-owned and operated business for over 32 years. They're located on Route 248 in Lehigh Township in the Citizens National Bank Building and at 302 Main Street in Slatington. Bechtel's Pharmacy is totally computerized. Patient consultation is available to help you with your prescription drug use. Bechtel's Pharmacy accepts third-party prescription programs and gives 10% senior citizen discounts on prescriptions. For all your prescription and one-on-one consultation needs, come to Bechtel's Pharmacy. Northampton leads at 56-47 after 3, and tonight's game brought to you by Bechtel's Pharmacy, the Citizens National Bank of Slatington, and by Slatington Title Tag and Messenger Service. Concrete Kid basketball to start the fourth.
Yeah, kids, the Red Rovers make a run at the kids, and you know, they turned it over 4 times early in that quarter, but then in the last 3:30, last 3.5 of that quarter, didn't have any turnovers until that last one that you saw when Moore missed that layup.
Beers, nice look inside to Schwartz. Schwartz with 8, and the Kid lead is back to 11. Brown for 3. And this one will roll out of bounds. Everybody grabbing everybody else. Looked like a football fumble drill there.
If I were playing Brown defensively, he wants that perimeter shot. I'm saying you go ahead and take it. If you'd like it, you're going to have to show me you can hit it before I come out and play it, because they're going to hurt you in that individual move again, that dribble move and the penetration.
Looks like Max twisted an ankle or a knee over there.
Bob, there's been a plague of ankle injuries, hasn't there, in the last several games?
Yeah. Saw Ott from Bangor on Friday night. Snyder leans in, no. Schwartz is there for the follow. Somebody got a hand on it from Easton. I think it was Harris.
Schwartz misses, but the Tony Beers keeps it alive and taps it out to Schneider.
Schwartz goes baseline. Nice give and go in that corner from Schneider. Schwartz with the basket. That's 10 for him.
Cooley gives up baseline. Schwartz takes advantage.
3 players in double figures for Northampton. Beer, Schwartz, and Schneider. And then Mike takes it away. Schwartz inside, left-hander good, 12 points for Schwartz.
Really spreading the floor well, offense spreading that defense out. A lot of openings now, a lot of seams in that defense.
The lead is 15 and a travel called on Marcus Brown. And the Red Rovers want a timeout.
And rightly so, as Coach Mike Snyder and his Concrete Kid Ball Club just dissecting the defense of the Easton Red Rovers.
Kids by 15 in the fourth.
And attribute a lot of that turnovers by Easton. 3 the Red Rovers have. Kids take advantage.
Great savings, easy to get online. Check out Prolog's 2 terrific plans now. With Prolog's starter plan, get email, toll-free internet access, and your own homepage, all for just $5.95 a month for the first 10 hours. Or you can go online as often as you like for $14.95 a month with a 2-year subscription. And as an added bonus, all new subscribers get Prolog's Guide to the Internet book absolutely free. Act now. Call 1-800-804-5783 and get the connection with Prolog.
Northampton basketball, 62-47 is the Concrete Kid lead. 6.5 left here in the fourth quarter.
And if Red Rovers want to get back into this, they really have to pick it up defensively.
Came out at the beginning of the third very active, but then kind of let down a little bit again. They come out of the timeout active.
Yeah, Bob, and I think what happened was the kids took some of the air out of the basketball. That kind of spread the floor a little bit, opened it up inside. They really played it well that way. But I'll tell you, have an advantage here too. Tony Beers handles the ball so well. He has Jesse Johnson at 6'5". They match up well size-wise, but not speed-wise, and Beers can take advantage of that.
First foul on Marcus Brown, and a foul inside will go against Easton, and it will be on Cooley, and I think somebody just got teed up. I think Cooley got teed up, so there's 2 quick fouls on Tainell.
Yeah, a sign of frustration now by the Rovers as Cooley comes back at the officials, and rightly so. Officials say, we're going to put the kids on the line.
First one is good by Marakovitz. 81% free throw shooter, Danny Marakovitz.
Good point here. Kids getting instruction during that foul shooting demonstration by Marakovitz, huddled around Coach Snyder, whereas the Easton Red Rovers just spread all over the court. Kind of like a little deflated out there.
Kids ball. They lead it by 17, their largest lead of the night. And a foul called on Easton. It will go against either Brown or Moore.
See, now they'll come at you tough defensively. You'll see it here. They try to double team Danny Marakovitz. What a tough job for Danny, only a sophomore out there. These Red Rovers are quick, doing a good job with the basketball there. They try to come up and double, and Danny picks up a foul.
Foul is on Moore, his second. Marakovitz at the line, 2 for 2 tonight, gets the first. 4 players in double figures for Northampton. Marakovitz goes into doubles with 10.
And about the first time in the ball game that any club's been in the one-on-one situation. And even though they're playing aggressive defensively and tough under the boards, not as many fouls called as you would expect in a game like this.
Vincent inside, nice look from Jeff Harris, and a quick timeout by Easton. First basket for Vincent in the game. And this will be I believe it's a full timeout. Timeout on the court, 5:51 left. Fourth, 66-49, Northampton.
Years we've been here for you. Your past, your present, your future too. Mother to daughter, father to son. Citizens National Bank of Slatington. All the banking services to meet your need. And a proud tradition of people who please. 100 years from now, we'll be getting it done. Citizens National Bank of Slatington. Banking for generations.
Good quick outlet. Schneider finds Schwartz all alone. Where was the defense? Caught napping. That is the Red Rovers.
Everybody's sleeping. Schwartz with 14 in the game. And the lead is up to 19.
You know, you call timeout to straighten the defense out, get something on the roll that is Coach Lutz. They come out and the kids just get an easy goal.
And a foul called on Beers inside. That'll be the third on Tony Beers.
You'll see Tony from behind there. Looks like Johnson had good position inside, and Tony came over the top.
68-49, Northampton with the lead, looking to move on to the semifinals. A foul before any shot. It will go against Morakovitz on the reach-in. No, check that. Beg your pardon, it's Eric Laura, and that's his fourth.
Yeah, you'll see Laura here reaching for the basketball. But I'll tell you what, I saw Laura before that trying to get through a screen. It was set by Jesse Johnson. And Eric did everything he could, but the step on top of Johnson. Pushed, shoved, and did fight his way through.
Jermaine Moore with 13 points. He is now 3 of 5 from the line. One of 2. A couple of guys collide over there, Vincent and Morakovitz, and it will stay with the kids.
Danny stays tough, knows for the basketball, doesn't quit on it.
Looks like Moore hurt his back or his butt when he went down there, maybe his hip. Laura, it's a 5-on-4 situation, and Laura's got the jumper. Short range jumper for Laura, 8 points for him. Vincent in the lane, got it, 4 for Vincent. It's 18, the Northampton lead.
Exactly what they have to do. That is the Red Rovers have to push it to the bucket.
Laura, Schwartz kicks it back outside for Schneider to reset.
I'll tell you what, I think kids want to take the air out of the basketball, but I think the Red Rovers have taken the air out of their defense.
Vincent will pick up his second personal. Interesting there, Bob, right in front of us, Danny Morakovitz, waiting for Vincent to come up. Took a quick look at the referee to see if he was counting. He wasn't. Didn't put it on the floor until the count started. Figures he has plenty of time until that count starts.
Yeah, good, smart move, intelligent basketball by the young sophomore here. Talking to his dad before the game. Dad, former coach and fine basketball player that he was.
Morakovitz 5 for 5 from the line. Perfect in 6 attempts for Danny Morakovitz.
Yeah, we watch their offense again. That is the Red Rovers as they come down the court, Bob, and kind of picked it up in their stats that they don't like to shoot from the perimeter. They only have 1 3-pointer tonight, and you know they're all individual and penetrating type offense. And you know the first half also.
Beers finds a wide open Greg Schwartz, 16 for Schwartz now.
In that first half, we alluded to the fact that the Red Rovers just killed the kids under the boards. Not this second half. Kids outbounding the Red Rovers in the second half.
Foul goes on Schwartz, that's his second, and it will send Jesse Johnson to the line.
Boy, they don't pound it into the big guy very often. He could be more effective if he gets the ball in that low paint. Haven't done it much tonight. Look at the size of that kid.
Eastern Red Rover is expecting a lot next year. The only regular on the team that is a senior is Marcus Brown. Vincent's a junior, Cooley's a junior, Moore's a junior. This guy Johnson, a junior. Harris, a junior. And a steal by Vincent in the backcourt. Gives off for Brown for the layup. Marcus Brown with 18 points in the game.
Give credit defensively to Vincent. Wanted the ball more, a little tug of war. Vincent wanted it, he got it.
Easton's going to chase in the backcourt, and the foul is called on Harris. That'll be his third.
You know, Bob, you talk about all the talent that the Red Rovers will have coming back next year. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but boy, they've got to just get a little more team action and movement offensively. A lot of great individual moves by the Red Rovers, but somehow Coach Lutz has to put it all together, take advantage of all of their team play.
Schneider has the first, 13 points for Mike. It's been a rough season for Mike, battling that knee injury. Still leads the team in assists.
And look how good looking he is. He's a good looking kid. And you notice his father on the bench. Can't be the genes of the old man, right? Has to be mother's genes.
Vincent on the drive. And the ball was tipped by one of the kids, so it will be Easton basketball. Johnson inside. A little too hard. Gets the tip. That's no good, and Schwartz pulls down the rebound. 3:10 left, fourth quarter. Northampton looking to move on to the District 11 semifinals on Wednesday night. 3 minutes left. They lead 76-54.
Boy, a little give and go basketball, pass and go away, and I'll tell you what, they break to the bucket. They get a lot of easy ones like that.
Beers on the follow.
Boy, Schwartz had it all alone on the back door. And Red Rovers, they cheat ordinarily on that defense and really taking risks now.
The foul goes on Kyle Vincent. That's his third. And for the first time tonight, the senior Jeff Lipkin, number 25, checks in for Easton. So Coach Lutz is going to give his other senior, the only other senior on this team, some playing time before the season ends. Beers gets the first. He's perfect in 3 attempts. In fact, the Concrete kids have missed only 1 free throw all night.
And you know, Bob, as far as offense is concerned, I think Coach Schneider has done a great job in preparation. You know, talking to him before the game, was a little concerned about this Red Rover club. Knew they were talented, great individual talent. He said kind of like the Pens, if they're kind of warm tonight, they get their confidence. They're a tough club to beat. But they said they overplay defensively, and they worked on that back door. And, you know, tonight they've taken advantage. They've had 5 back doors tonight. So good preparation on the part of Coach Schneider.
And great ball movement there on the break. Finishing up with Eric Laura.
Spread in this game, boy, kind of a surprise to me. Would never expect 25-point difference in this ballgame.
Eric Laura with 11. The entire, I take that back, 4 of 5 starters in double figures, and the 6th man in double figures. So 5 players in double figures for Northampton. Rakovich with 13, Laura with 11. This one knocked to the near sideline and out of bounds. Look out. Also Schneider with 14, Schwartz with 16, and Beers with 21.
Yeah, good club for that reason. Good balance offensively, unselfish type team, work well together.
For Northampton, Jared Medea checks in for Greg Schwartz. Myers for Brown. Marcus Brown on the drive. Left-hander is good. 20 points for Marcus. Under 2 minutes left. Schneider outside. They're going to just run some clock here. He throws it away. Stolen by Henry Shelley.
Of course, the kid's patient and spreading the floor, kind of taking the air out of the ball. But, you know, you don't want to turn it over in that situation and get a little careless. Got a big lead.
Schneider with the rebound. 1:20 left in the fourth.
Still work your offense. Kind of look underneath because someone's going to be open in that backdoor situation, this aggressive defense.
Morakovitz outside. Danny down to the baseline. Laura for two. Eric Laura with 13 points in the game. Under a minute left here in the fourth. The Concrete Kids moving on to the District 11 4A semifinals on Wednesday night. The follow basket, good by Kelvin Myers, his first basket.
And again, good game plan by the kids, you know, opening up with that matchup type defense and eliminating a lot of the penetration of the Easton Red Rovers on their individual moves. But one nice thing about that, or a good thing about that type of defense too, you got a lot of help behind you when you're beat individually out front. A lot of help in the back line.
Concrete Kid foul will go on Tony Beers. And a whole slew of substitutions coming in for Northampton.
Big round of applause for the first unit of the Concrete Kids by their contingent and their crowd that followed them here to Pleasant Valley. And rightly so, standing ovation. They did a great job tonight. Good game plan. Good job by Coach Schneider. Good execution of that game plan by those kids out on the floor.
Tip-off, rebounded by Medea. 20 seconds left here in the fourth. When you get that one and you're in at the end of the game, you want to shoot it.
Yeah, come on, look to the bucket, take it, there it is.
Ryan Scully, too long. Pulled down by Shelley, 5 seconds left and this will do it. Myers at the buzzer, got it. Well, it'll count, but it's well not enough. Northampton has won it 82-62. Northampton moves on to the District 11 4A semifinals on Wednesday night. The Concrete Kids go to 18-7 on the season. Easton finishes up their season right around where they did last year, 15-10. They were 15-11 last year. And Easton is done for the season. Northampton moves on here in this one and done here in the quarterfinals. 82-62, Northampton with the victory, and Todd Sadowski is with the Concrete Kids.
All right, thanks, guys. Joining me now are two of the guys from the winning team, two of the Concrete Kids, Mike Schneider Jr. and Tony Beers. Guys, a 5-point game at halftime. Mike, we'll start with you. Look on the scoreboard, it's a 20-point victory. What happened in the second half?
Yeah, I thought we were going to slow it down a little bit. Coach said this is a fast team, and he said let's slow it down. He said it's going to get. We wanted to hold them to 50, and got 62. We got 82 on the board. So, I mean, it's great.
We spoke to Easton's coach at halftime, and they're proud of their defense. You guys put up 82 points on them, and you even sat out over a week in the play. How much did that affect you, sitting out a week?
We scrimmaged two teams, Becca and who's the other one? Palmerton, and they gave us a good run, and they sort of helped us prepare for this game. So.
Great. Mike, thanks a lot. Congratulations on a great game. Let's bring in Tony Beers now. Tony, you had 21 points, most of them done in the first 3 quarters. Assess your performance tonight and just the team's performance.
Well, I played good tonight, but the team really helped me out. We played good as a team. Everybody did their job. We shot well tonight. We played good defense against them. They're a tough team. We're fast. They're faster than we are, so we had to like try to slow them down as best we could, and we did a job.
Okay, now if things go to form, you're going to be facing the #1 seed Stroudsburg. They play Emmaus here next. You guys lost to them by 2 points just about a month ago. How do you feel about that matchup?
Oh, we feel we can beat them. We beat them once before at their gym. We lost them by a buzzer beater at our gym, so we feel we can beat them, and it'll be a good game.
Okay, Tony, thanks a lot. Congratulations on a good victory. 20-point win here for Northampton, 82-62. Let's go back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Todd. And Northampton looking real good tonight.
Real good, Bob. And I'll tell you, great execution of a great game plan. Coach Snyder and his Concrete kids. And I'll tell you what, playing really good basketball, played real good basketball the second half of the season. I'm telling you, kind of a sleeper in this District 11 playoff situation. I like the Concrete kids and the way they're playing.
We thank Bob Matson for his great job with the stats tonight. And we thank Chris Fisher for all the help here at Pleasant Valley tonight. The final, once again, Northampton 82, Easton 62. Northampton moves on to the District 11 semifinals on Wednesday night. For Todd Sadowski, Bob Milkby, and the entire Blue Ridge Cable crew, I'm Bob Capasso saying so long from Pleasant Valley. The kids have won it by 20.